So, welcome to today's video. I wanted to show you the retro series from Schmincke. They have 4 different sets in this line. I have 2 different of them that are the 2 with the half pants. And like you can see on my 28 years old tin, I also have the owl logo, which is printed on the sets here as well in the retro line. A lot of the newer sets only come with this golden Schmincke logo without the owl nowadays. But yeah, funnily on my very old one, that was my first ever watercolor set, they have the same logo as well. So I will show you first the bigger of the sets, and then we will take a look at the smaller one and also swatch the colors of the smaller one. Like I said, they all have this very, very beautifully designed cardboard boxes. And you can see here as well the owl logo, but with a older writing. And we also have the owl logo inside here. And also we have printed here the name of the company. Also it says fabric of fine artist colors, or fabric is I think the wrong, it's in German it's Fabrik. It means company, so I guess fabric is something different in English, so sorry for that mistake. So I will show you the colors here on my dot card. We have all the chromium yellow hue lemon, and also the chromium yellow hue light, or I think it may be the dark. I'm not quite sure at the moment, sorry. But we have also the vermilion in both sets. And in this one, we also have the alizarin crimson, the genuine alizarin crimson, which is a color I absolutely adore. But sadly, it is not very light fast. It is really, really bad with light fastness. But it is a stunning dark red. So then we also have the ultramarine finest in here. And what I totally forgot to show you is the Prussian blue, which is the second blue in the set. But I think most of you will know the color anyways. It is a pretty standard color. We have the Viridian, the genuine Viridian in this set. And we have the olive green as well. And then we have 3 earth colors. First one is the sienna, the raw sienna. Then we have the transparent sienna, and I did a mistake here. That is the wrong one. That is the burnt sienna. But I will show you in a second the transparent sienna. It's basically a transparent red iron oxide. Some companies use this pigment as their burnt sienna, and others uses our PBR 7. And we have as a dark brown, we have the Van Dyke brown, and then we have the neutral tint, which is nice because I don't have a neutral tint so far from Schmincke. So with the set also comes, and that is something I must say I really, really love, that they really did print everything in the old writing, in the old logo, and also here the letters are also in the old design on this swatch card, and you have every single pen printed differently in this old design as well. Then we have a letter here. I tried to translate it because it is only in German, but oh no, I see on the back side there's an English one. So I can read this one to you. Dear artist, since 1881, our company has been producing high quality artist paints. With passion and dedication, we have always strived to understand and fulfill the needs and demands of artists. Our journey began modestly, but we dreamed big. With every brushstroke and each new color, we grew as a company. From small paint pens to a wide range of premium products, we have always focused on quality and innovation. In a changing world, one thing remains constant: our passion for art and our commitment to providing artists with the best materials. The history of the Schmincke Company is rich in experience, but we do not rest on our laurels. We will continue to explore new path and face the challenging challenges of the future. Thank you for being a part of our history and joining us in this enticing journey. Yours sincerely, Hermann Schmincke and Josef Horadam. So, as all tints in that style, you can put out the middle part, and then you have some extra mixing space. What is really nice is that the edges are folded in this set, so you don't have any sharp edges. That is different in the smaller one, for example, and I also have some other sets from Schmincke which don't have the folded edge, so it is not common in every tin you get from the company. Some have the folded ones and some not. This small one definitely hasn't the folded one, but it is so damn cute. You have the ring on the back side as well here for your fingers. Also, you see the logo printed here on the side. You can see it is a really slim set, and it is very, very small. I can put it on my hand and you can see how small it is. We have a little card here in as well, which only contains the signatures and the last sentence: thank you for being part of our history. We have also a little swatch card in here, which has double the amount of pens you can fit in this set. I don't know why, maybe for when you are changing the colors maybe, or don't know. But yeah, I tried if you can fit extra pens in the middle. I will show this in a minute because it really doesn't work out very well. And I personally won't put any additional pens inside because it is, like I said, just not working very well. It is a little bit too slim. If the middle part would be a little bit wider, then it would probably be no problem at all to fit them inside. But in this size, it doesn't work. At that point, I thought, okay, maybe without the wrapping, the pants are small enough, but they aren't. I will show you. So like I said, also all of the pants are printed with this old design. which is really, really a nice touch. When I first saw photos in the internet of the set, I thought that is a point where a lot of companies would just put in the pans like they are today. And it is something I think is so gorgeous that they really did work with that much detail, that they really make themselves so much work to get new wrappings in the old design only for those sets. That's really, really a big plus for me in the authenticity and the feeling of the set. So you can see here we have the star rating for the light fastness, we have also the pigment information, and we have the opacity and the staining rating for the color as well on each individual wrapper. So here you can see perfectly that it doesn't fit. It has a lot of space in between. And the problem is you see that the other colors now have too much space in the upper and the lower row. They are sliding up and down and right to left. And this is because if you are pressing pans into the middle row, you can't put back in these two metal bars, the small one laying on the side now. And that is the reason because I won't do it, because I absolutely hate when pans are sliding up and down or right to left when you are trying to get color on your brush. Of course, you could say you are using magnets, but then you need at least very strong ones because there is too much space in those two rows. So even with a weak magnet, color the pans could slide. Also, I don't want to press pans in the middle row very hard because I'm afraid that it will damage the beautiful tin. And yeah, after this year, you can't probably buy this set like that again. So that is something special, and I don't want to ruin it. Of course, do whatever you want with yours, but for me personally, I don't like putting additional paints in the middle row in this small tin here. So while I unwrap the rest of the colors, I thought I include some information about the company and this retro line. Like the letter said, the company was founded in 1881, so it exists over 140 years. It was founded by two men, the color chemists Josef Horadam and Hermann Schmincke. They were together in Florence in Italy and saw the special resin oil color recipe of a artist professor named Cesare Musini. And those colors were a lot different to traditional oil colors in that time, which didn't contain any resin. And back in Germany, they founded their company, and their first product was these oil resin colors, which to this day are produced under the name Musini because of Cesare Musini, which invented the recipe for these colors. I know that nowadays in the oil color group, they have also the Norma oil colors. As far as I know, I don't work with oil colors, are these traditional classic oil colors without resin, and they also have the Norma Blue, which are the water-soluble oil colors. 1892, so around 11 years after the company was founded, Joseph Horadam invented the liquid poured watercolors, and that's why the artist range to this day is called Schmincke Horadam, after one of the founders, and because he invented them. And he gained all through Europe the patent. I don't know if that's the English, if the English word is similar to the German word. So it wasn't allowed for others to produce the colors like they do, or they would have to pay a fee for using it. The second generation under Dr. Julius Hesse also then produced pastel colors, pastel chalk colors, and gouache. And after a break because of the wartime, the third generation, Consul Ernst O. Hesse, gained another series, acrylic colors. 1981, to the 100th company anniversary, Schmincke started massively to expand worldwide. The company chef today is Niels Knappe. The logo of the company to this day is Meliora Cogito, which is also in these old logos printed on the cardboard boxes or on the bigger tins, for example. It is in the right and left to the owl, and it is a Latin sentence meaning I strive for better. The retro line, the information how or the idea for the line itself is from their own company archives, which contains historic painting tins, tubes, brochures, and also price lists. And they found a price list of from the year 1912 with the old owl logo. And oh, damn it, I'm sorry, I wanted to look what this special word, the translation, I don't know. Art Nouveau. So in German it's a complete different style name. It's Jugendstil. So it is Art Nouveau ornaments, and these beautiful Art Nouveau ornaments are now also on the cardboard boxes. That is all the design of 1912. And after that information, this old price list and an old historic painting tin they found in their archives, they made these retro line. 1912 was the company very, very successful with their Mussini resin oil colors and also with the watercolors. And Joseph Horadam became a high-ranking award from the German emperor for his success in exporting chemical products outside of Germany. The retro line is limited, so we have only a limited time where we can get it, but it is not a very short limited time or a very low amount of tints or sets that are produced. It is an all all 2024 all around the year limited line. So if you don't have the money now to buy one of the sets and you say you really, really want one of them, then you could put away every month a little bit of money and buy it later in the year. That is what the company website is saying, that it is a all around 2024 limited edition, which contains 4 different sets. The 2 I have showed you, another small set with I don't know, 5 or 6 5 milliliter tubes, which also contains the cochineal red, and also a big wooden box which contains 15 ml of the cochineal red and some half pence and some other stuff, which is very, very expensive. So that is definitely out of my price ranking. But if you're interested in the cochineal red, I will put a link in the description box below, because I also have bought a tube of this paint and made a very long video about it, also about the historic version of Paynesgrey, which is another video I will link in the description box below, because the original Paynesgrey contained cochineal red. So that is why I did a video to each of them. And yeah, as I have researched, my understanding is that the letter which is contained in the bigger set is also an historic letter which they found in their archives, which is really cool, I think. So now to the colors here in the small set. We have the first one is also the chromium yellow hue lemon with the PY175. It has 3 out of 5 possible stars in light fastness, so it's a medium light fastness. We have this one also in the big set. Then we have also in both sets the vermilion PR255. That is a pyrrole red. And it is 4 out of 5 stars, so it has a very good light fastness. And then we have the Ultramarine Finest PB29, 4 of 5 stars in the light fastness rating, so also very good. And the Ultramarine Finest is something special to Schmincke, because it is a special ultramarine which is ground very finely, so it has nearly no granulation at all. So if you are not a fan of granulation and you say you really, really like ultramarine blue as a color, then this could definitely be a color for you. Then we have the genuine Viridian here, PG18, 5 of 5 stars, so absolutely perfect in light fastness. This is from its color, a color which is very similar to phthalo green, but a lot lighter in its hue. And that's the reason why in student grade paints they use phthalo blue as a substitute, because the Viridian pigment is very expensive. But what the phthalo green, of course, the phthalo green cannot granulate, and Viridian is a granulating color. Normally, it's also a pigment which is a little bit hard to rewet, but even when Schmincke doesn't use honey, which is often used to rewet paints more easily, Schmincke doesn't use honey. But this color, I didn't pre-wet it. I just used my wet brush on the color and it rewet like every other color. So it rewets very, very good, especially for a hard to rewet pigment like the Viridian pigment is. So then we have the yellow raw ochre, 5 of 5 stars. This is a mixture of PY42 and PY43. So 42 is the synthetic yellow iron oxide, and the 43 is the natural yellow iron oxide. Then we have raw umber. Normally, I don't like raw umbers because most brands have this darker greenish, brownish color, which always reminds me of diarrhea. brown. So I really, really hate that versions, and that are the most raw umber versions. But happily for me, in this case, the raw umber here is very different to the ones I know from other companies. What I realized when I looked at the color of raw umber on my dot card is that this version here is made of a single pigment. This is a single pigment version with a PY43, and the raw umber on the dot card is listed as a PBR7 mixture with PY43. So I'm not quite sure if this version is just made for the set itself, or the company did change their formulation for this color completely. So I don't know. If you have any information about that, please let me know. I would love to know if it's just a limited edition version here, or if they changed the formulation. The color has 5 of 5 stars. And the next one is the English Venetian Red, also 5 of 5 stars. It's a PR 101, that is a synthetic red iron oxide. This is a color I know a lot of landscape artists use a lot, and it is always a color which is contained in many, many brands and sets, and I always don't know what to do with it. It is not my cup of tea, to be honest, but thanks to the White Knight's granulation color series, I know now that it gives a very, very beautiful purple when you combine it with an ultramarine. So that is definitely what I will do a lot with this set, making beautiful dark moody purples with those two colors. And the last color here is Paynesgrey, which is, like I said, it's a different in the bigger set, because there is they choose a neutral tint for the bigger set. And happily for me, this is the Paynesgrey. Schmincke also has a Paynesgrey bluish, but I don't own the neutral tint so far from the company, and so I'm happy to have it now with the other set. So this is a mixture of PR101 synthetic red iron oxide, PB29 ultramarine, PBK7, which is an coal-based black. And yes, it has also 4 of 5 stars, so it is very, very good in light fastness rating. So that are all the colors. I will show you a close-up from the completely dried colors in a minute. So I would love to know if some of you already have one of the retro series sets, and what particular set you've chosen to buy, or if you are interested in buying one, and which of the ones are most interesting to you. Sadly, this paper doesn't show the granulation of the viridian very well, but it is definitely a granulating pigment, which shows much better on another paper. So yeah, this was my video about Schmincke and their limited edition retro series. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I would be super thankful for a thumbs up or a follow, because it really helps me and the channel a lot. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. Take care of yourself and have a nice day. Bye bye.